So, hi there everybody. Time for me to comment on your comments. And I think we start with Ronan. Hi there Ronan, great to see you. And the same to you AK, great to see you. And let's see, Smin, hi Smin. The Indian conglomerate built a zigguratic residence where hundreds of servants are working for him. Okay, him. Let's see, the conglomerate is an organization. Is going to be, in this case, a company. So either working for it or working for them. Yeah, but that's fine. That's good, Smin. Well done. And Douglas Russ, the Lighthouse of Alexandria in Egypt. Yeah, I think very definitely a ziggurat. Or how about the lighthouse in Coruña in Spain? It's still standing. You can still see it. And Douglas Russ, bravo. Thank you, Douglas. And Arcadian. Okay, an Arcadian ziggurat. Very definitely. The Great Tower of Babel. I would love to have gone up it. Always enjoy. Thanks, Douglas. And Manny Braha. Hi, Manny. It feels different without the camera. I hope you will decide to bring it back. And VG says the same. It was a mistake. I didn't realize it wasn't, it didn't actually have the camera until after I'd made it. But hi there. I think this time we're going to have the camera. And my pleasure, VG. And Ronan says great about Stalwart. And Ronan, I've been under the weather for a couple of days, but I'm perfectly okay now. That's good to hear. I'm glad you're better. And 171 North End Road. Okay, that's very London. He should have just expelled you along with the other trots. Be off with you, and never darken Radley's door again. Yes, but that in itself might have created a scandal for him. I think you're probably right. And, okay, Parisa. Hi dear teacher, I have a question. Can we use point, okay, that's American, I would say full stop, before transitional phrases? For example, the bottom sentence is correct. I woke up late today. As a result, I was late for work this morning. Yes, you can use a full stop or even a semicolon. It's probably more common to use a comma, but very definitely. You can use this transitional phrases between between them as well. In these transitional phrases inside a sentence, as long as it's not linking. And Shivani, hi Shivani, thank you sir, my pleasure, thank you for watching Shivani. And Parisa, hi Parisa, I love finding things where the English is not right. Yes, this one's quite good, that where one of these why commas are important, because you can change the meaning by not putting your commas in the right place. And Parisa again, hi my teacher. In confusion with brackets, is the rule of using the full stop similar in both American and British? Yes, it's the same. Also, I think the use of brackets in British and American is the same, and the use of using a full stop is the same as well. At the end of a sentence, at the end of an oration. Okay, what's the difference between you're too extravagant and you're much too extravagant? Is it a matter of emphasis? Yes. Let's see, much too extravagant. It says you go over a long way further than too extravagant, but it's just a question of emphasis, no more. I'm glad you liked the use of my subjunctive there. It was a very nice piece of grammar. And lol. I didn't even notice I typed published instead of punished. My autocorrect is amazing, isn't it? Autocorrect can be very funny. And VG, great to see you, VG. Sir, on the internet, I also see people saying, I require you to do that, instead of I require that you do that. Yeah, I require you to do that. You can, in most of these subjunctive phrases, you can use an infinitive nowadays. but it's good to know the real formal grammar to it. Huh. I just realised your face isn't in the video. Huh. When I started reading the comments, I realised it wasn't, but I think it is today. And Parisa Alizadeh. Great to see you, Parisa. My dear teacher, is it possible that we can create hyphen adjective regarding improving our score in IELTS? So, is it possible that we can create a hyphen adjective regarding, in order to improve our score in a IELTS essay? I mean, can we create a hyphen adjective by ourselves, and is it a skill? If yes, how can we do that? I see some including gerund verbs and also third part of verbs. How can we do that? Let's see, this question of putting hyphens is generally, I think in English, very complicated. If you actually look at the title of this video, it's homemade, one word, homemade hyphenated, and homemade, two words. Let's see. I think I think you can, as long as the items are, you would consider the adjective as a collocation, then very definitely do use hyphens. I think it's very difficult for them to mark it as wrong. Yeah. Yes, you can use it in gerunds, in gerund verbs, in all sorts of places. Hyphens are not an easy thing to do. Okay, but also with hyphens, it's very difficult to say this is wrong and this is right. It's just what is most common. VG, your channel's going to be 12 years old in 1 month. Are you ready? Because I am. Yeah, it's going to be 12 years old very soon. And thanks for evaluating my translation. No problems. So, can you explain to me the difference between infringe, violate, breach and break when talking about laws and rules? So, let's see. Infringe. Well, firstly, the word fringe is the edge of something. So I think if you infringe the rules, you break them, but it's implying just a little bit. Yeah. An infringement is not the same as a wholesale violation of the law. Yeah, violate is a much stronger word, and at the end of the day, if you infringe the law or you violate the law, the real meaning is the same, but the nuance is very different. Infringe just a little bit, violate, break, absolutely. Yes, you breach the law, breach of contract, the breach of a condition. I think this is probably a word that lawyers would use. There was a breach of the law. It's to break the conditions of the law, and again, the meaning is the same but much more formal. And okay, to break, I think break the law is just the general word to talk about this. And McLovin, ironically, I wouldn't have noticed this video if the tallest ziggurat in Babylonia, namely Tower of Babel, hadn't collapsed. Okay, I quite like the pictures in the thumbnail of this. And Mohammed Al-Bunaga, great to see you. In this bad, cold weather, tucking myself into a blanket is just a necessity to avoid catching my death of cold. Because otherwise, to catch my death of cold means if you wrap yourself in a blanket, you will. Okay, that's fine, Mohammed. And Kumar Grunug, new subscriber. You are an amazing teacher. You give fantastic examples. Please upload every day. Yeah, thank you, I will. I do upload every day and various times every day. And Vanna Marie, hi Vanna. Bless you, sir. This helped me in more ways than you know. That's great. Ostentatious. And AK, great to see you. Hello, sir. I translated this newspaper article about gender reveals into English. Please go through it in case there is any mistake. I recently stumbled upon how common gender reveals are across many countries. The genders of unborn babies are revealed by throwing parties. In India, such parties or even revealing the gender of an unborn baby is illegal. Female babies are frowned upon here. There were cases where unborn babies were aborted or killed in the womb. I would say in the womb singular, not in the wombs, in the womb generally. If their gender turned out to be female. Killed in the wombs if their genders turned out to be females. It would read much better, killed in the womb if their gender turned out to be female. Okay, so singular womb, singular if their gender turned ed out to be female. There were cases when expecting women were killed or harmed by her in-laws or even by her own families if the babies they were bearing were girls. As a result of such abrupt killings of girls, it was illegalized some time before. That's pretty good. I'm just looking at if their gender, plural babies, turned out to be female, were aborted, it's got to be turned. Okay, that's very good, AK. Well done. And happy Holly. Same to you, KGF. Great to see you. And AK. Hello, sir. People often say, had he not helped me, I would not have been here. The speaker is talking about the present, so shouldn't he say, I would not be here? Yes, and I quite agree with you. Had he not helped me, if he hadn't helped me in the past, I would not be here now. Yeah, I quite agree with you. I would not have been here. You're quite right. This is probably wrong, although a lot of people do say this, and when a lot of people say something in English, it becomes correct. Okay, keep working on the conditionals. That's good. I quite agree with you. Had he not helped here, I would not be here now. Absolutely. But notice that also is a mixed conditional. Yeah? Had he not helped me, I would not have been there at that time in the past. I quite agree with you, AK. And Giliola, hi Giliola, great to have you. Time will reveal if a man really gave Time will reveal that man really gave so much to history. They consider him a ziggurat and hope he's worthy of the name for the good of the community. Thanks. So time will reveal. Okay. Let me try again. Time will reveal if that man, that with the emphasis, if that man really gave so much to history. They consider him a ziggurat. Yeah, I think you could definitely use ziggurat like this. And I hope he's worthy of the name for the good of the community. It works very well, Giliola. Thank you. I love it. And, okay, so, hi AK, hello AA, great to see you talking to each other. I love it. And, AK, when some goons, thugs, guerrillas were surrounding me to kill me, the avuncular barber by whom I grew up getting my hair cut came into the picture and saved me. So when some goons were surrounding me to kill me, the avuncular barber from whom I got my hair cut when I grew up came into the picture and saved me. So from whom? What is this referring to? From whom I got my hair cut. Additional information when I grew up, in brackets, came into the picture and saved me. Can I say the barber who was cut by as I grew up. Who my hair was cut by as I grew up. Yes, very definitely. The avuncular barber, who my hair was cut by as I grew up, came into the picture and saved me. Yes, very definitely, AK. I think it's probably better. And Ro, great to see you, Roland. It is fair to say that this museum has been the ziggurat of the art world since the first connoisseur began collecting artifacts from all the four corners of the world. Good. So, of the art world. Good work, Roland. Although the student was arrogant and indifferent, the teacher was able to elucidate his idea in an avuncular manner. Good. You could also say avuncularly, but that certainly works. And Manny, hi Manny. The avuncular man helped me to get through my freshman year. Without his avuncularity, I wouldn't have made it. So he helped me to get. Both structures work very nicely. Well done, Manny. And Roland. Ooh, Miss Havisham. The vivid image of Miss Havisham haunts readers after they put the book down. Miss Havisham eschews and abhors every man since her loved one betrayed her on her wedding day. The harrowing day when her fiancé left her at the altar delineates her sartorial choice of clothes. She indoctrinates Estella with her hateful ideas in order to take revenge for her broken heart. Notwithstanding the loathing advice, Estella is able to experience the unmarked and unfathomable love. So, notwithstanding the loathing in this advice, Estella is able to experience unmarred and unfathomable love without thee. So, great expectations. And, okay, Manji, great to see you. It's great to see you, Manji, it's lovely. Okay, not all biological uncles are avuncular to their nephews and nieces. Good. Whereas sometimes the avuncularity of complete strangers or distant relatives amazes me. That's very good, Manji. I love it. And AK says, you're telling me, Manjira, this statement of yours goes for all relatives. Very often, strangers care for you much more than those who you call your relatives do. Yeah, this do is optional, but it works. Jealousy seems to have got the better of them. Very good, both of you. I love it. This is very good English by both of you as well. Anne McLovin. When she said she likes my avuncularity, it directly translated into that I'm bro-zoned. Okay, yes. So the bro zone, the brother zone. She doesn't like me sexually. Yeah, we're just friends. The brother zone. I love it. I love this phrase, bro zoned. And Amit, flout, openly violate, disobey. Very good indeed, Amit. The right answer. And Nitu. From the get-go, I love this phrase, from the beginning, he was avuncular, helping everyone in his community despite suffering from myriad difficulties. Oh, I like this, myriad difficulties, with no article. But they misconceived his benevolent character and eventually lost a good friend. That's very good English, Nitu, I love it. And Smeen, hi Smeen. The avuncular-looking actor always played a role of a kind of uncle. Yeah, very good. Exactly. Very good, Smeen. And Static. I apparently read your mind when I was thinking of words and phrases related to tutoring, mentoring. Under one's wings is the phrase that I was thinking of. That's very good. It's a very good phrase to have somebody under your wing, to look after them, to mentor them. And Zara. Hi, Zara. Our teacher, what book do you suggest for writing skills? I just need band 6 on IELTS. You'll get a book for IELTS writing. Um, yeah. Nothing springs to mind. If anybody out there has got an IELTS book that they would recommend, please would you recommend it to Zara? I think the thing you need to do is just practice, practice, practice. Yeah. You just need I would watch one or two videos and just look at the things in internet, because the basic skills are not very difficult. Yeah. I'm sure you'll be able to get a 6, Zara. You're probably not there yet, but you're certainly getting closer. And static. Huh. I first encountered this word in a Hulu miniseries based on the events of September the 11th. The show is called Looming Tower. One of the CIA agents uses this word. Good. And static. Hi, static again. As of March 2022, the tallest building in the world remains Burj Khalifa in Dubai. Thank you very much. The biggest ziggurat. Thank you for that information. And P, hi P, great to see you. Okay, 9:06 a.m. That means you slept in. That's great. His benevolent and jovial manner endured him to endeared him to his colleagues, because to endure is to put up with, endeared him to his colleagues and to most of the girl students. However, the boys perceived his avuncular attitude as a threat to their masculinity. Very common. At 24, 5, boys can hardly be considered shoulders to cry on, and many never grow up. Good morning, Monsieur le Professeur. Good morning, P. Great to see you. And AK, astounded by the avuncularity of a man 30-something his senior. I love this phrase, 30-something his senior, approximately 30 years older than him. He cried and helped him with some money. Good English, AK, I love it. And P. Hi P again. The office was sometimes thronged with girl students. I like this word, thronged. There were many who looked upon him as their sugar daddy. The boys of their age could hardly provide the avuncular protection and authority that he so naturally exuded. A really good paragraph. I love it, P. And AK, hello sir. The other day I stumbled upon this phrase called throw your neck out. I know that the speaker was referring to pulling muscles around the neck, but when I looked it up online, it refers to sexual stuff. If it refers to sprains, can I use throw my hand out or throw my leg out? Yes, let's see. You probably can. I'm not sure I would use this. So I threw my leg out. I threw my back out. Yeah, I would say I pulled my back. I think I would probably use the word pulled or sprained. But I think, yes, you can. I threw my back out and I'm in a lot of pain now. I think that works. Throw your neck out. I don't know what the sexual stuff to do with this one is. I'll have to look it up later. Okay, P. Hi, P. 9:29. They looked upon him as a rival, as day by day she was getting increasingly attached to him. They spoke ill of his avuncular attitude and of their difference in age, but she was getting more and more beautiful. At the end of a 3-month period, they could see that both of them were smitten, I love this phrase, deeply in love with each other, and that her choice had been made. Ooh, okay, we're starting to build up now. I like this centre one. Okay, great to see you, P, and a lovely piece of writing. Hey, Montespan, great to see you, Madame Coeur de Montespan. It's ages and ages since I've seen you, let me say. It is, let me write it. It is great to see you again. So, she was ever so taken by her tutor's avuncular and yet debonair way of teaching the class. Good English. I love it, Montespan. And Mataventures. Your videos are way better than a dictionary. Thank you. Ha ha. Abid. So this is a Japanese name, and I'm going to say Abid. If I'm wrong, please tell me. Could you please explain the word smack? And please tell us what's the difference between smack and hit? Also, what does strike mean? So technically, to smack with your open hand. Notice, you hear smack sound, and that's onomatopoeia. Yeah, he smacked my face. The teacher smacked the child's bottom. Illegal. Yeah. Whereas to hit is more general. Hit, you could be a smack, a punch, in all sorts of different ways. Sometimes people do use smack, meaning to punch or to hit. So he smacked me with a piece of wood. Yeah, but technically smack is with an open hand. Yeah, hit is more general. And to strike, I think strike is the meaning is the same as hit. He struck me with his hand. Yeah, so if you smack someone, you hit them. If you punch someone, well, you could say, some people might say smack, but it's not technically correct. And to strike is the same as hit. Remember, strike, struck. And Francisco, great to see you, Fran. I've been burning my candles at both ends lately. I guess it would suit me down to the ground to kick my heels. Very definitely. Good English, Fran. And Ossie, thanks. So, no problem, Ossie. Great to see you. And P. I love this word, quiver, as a verb and a noun. To quiver, to shake, or a quiver to keep your arrows. Sometimes Cupid makes a mad mix-up, yes, of darts in his quiver, and he inadvertently, accidentally or advertently, on purpose, gets you into hot water. Great English, I love it, P. And Zara, I met a professor in Italy, and he gave me a lot of avuncular advice without the S, advice, helpful for my future career. Notice, normally advice in English to me is uncountable. Okay, but apart from that, that's very good, Zara. And count. He did not take avuncular advice to study well and regretted that after university. Great to see you, Count. I love it. I hope you're well. And okay, the answer to yesterday's was flout. And quail, Patricia. He quailed at the idea of tying the knot because he was certain that Cupid had got the wrong quiver. I love it. That's very funny. Yeah, so that Cupid, the god of love, had got it wrong. Okay, so yes, laughing happy morning, looks nice. And Count, great to see you again. The president of a country is a paramount figure in a ziggurat of oligarchy's influence. So this is great, but you've got problems with A's and these. The president, good, of a country, good, is the, because paramount is the top and there's only one. So the paramount figure in the ziggurat, of an oligarchy's influence. So the president of a country is the paramount figure in the ziggurat of an oligarchy's influence. And again, so let's try it. And thanks a lot. Thank you, VG. So, Count, ignorance at small talks may expose you as a person. No, so ignorance at small talks may expose you as a person with low propriety. So let's see, this as a sentence works, but I'm not sure it's what you mean. So at small talks, okay, is a small chat with someone. I had a small talk with him. But maybe you mean small talk uncountable. Hello, good morning. How lovely day, isn't it? Yeah? So ignorance during small talk may expose you as a person, I would say, yeah, of low propriety. I think probably, okay, this one's okay, but you could do better, Count. And VG, I like my chemistry teacher because he's cool and avuncular. Yeah, my chemistry teacher was cool and avuncular as well. The avuncularity of some of my teachers amazes me. Good. He behaves avuncularly, and we love it. Good. So let's just refresh this. As we've got VG at 2 minutes, 2 minutes, and 5 minutes, I guess there are another 6 comments coming. There, we'll see. It doesn't matter. I don't mind at all. Okay. Yes. Definitely. 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 And okay, wow, absolute ton. Okay, yes, he behaves avuncularly and we love it. Down to, yes, definitely. Yeah, to put something down to ascribe a reason to. Off to, try again. Well done, VG. Yep, absolutely. Yes, it's me, 6. And I like his avuncular approach. Good English. I better put this as well to make it official. Try again. Yeah, very definitely. And put down to. Absolutely, P. I didn't know whether to laugh or cry at this joke. Probably in your position, Count, you probably start crying at it. And down to, very definitely VG. Put down to ascribe, attribute to, consider, very definitely. I'd put his angry mood down to him being told off by the teacher. Well done again. Down to him being told off. Good. I think the mistake you made was due to your lack of experience. We can put it down to inexperience. Ascribe it, attribute it, consider it as inexperience. Great. And well done, Dommy. Good work. And thanks for answering and hearting my comments. And thanks for answering my higher question. Little by little, slow but steady wins the race, like the tortoise and the hare, right? Exactly. That was what I was referring to, although I didn't mention it. And contrive. Mambna. So, hi there, Mamna. I'm glad you love my videos. And let's just give this another refresh. If you enjoyed the video, give it a rating, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you soon unless there are more comments here. And, okay, yes, we've got one more from VG saying thanks. Okay, bye for now. See you all later.